take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Hi, this is Ms. Bomi back again with part 2. This is going to be lasagna. And as you can see right now, I've got my pan going. And I am just breaking up about 1.5 pounds or so of hamburger. You could also use sausage if you like. I've used both, but it seems like by popular demand, at least in my house, everybody seems to tend to lean towards the hamburger. So right now, just trying to break it all up, get it into the pan, start cooking it down. Once this is cooked down, I like to drain any of the juices or fat that are in the pan out of there so it doesn't interfere too much with my sauce. So just to let you know that the sauce has been cooking for the majority of the day. And I'm just finishing up this part. Okay, well, I'm just going to finish browning the meat, and then once I get this part done, I'll be back with you in just a minute, and then we'll talk about putting this all together. Okay, just finishing to brown the last of my hamburger, because that is one of the ingredients that you will need. Turn that off. Continue kind of cooking for a minute. Okay, for the rest of the ingredients for lasagna, you're going to need to get some lasagna noodles. My suggestion is oven baked ready lasagna noodles. They work really slick, so you don't have to worry about boiling them in the water and doing all that stuff. Also, 2 containers worth of Parmesan cheese. These are 5-ounce containers each. And also ricotta cheese, partially skimmed. This is a 5-ounce container, excuse me. And then some shredded mozzarella. I know, either you make meat or you make the cheese. I happen to like both together because I think it tastes much, much better. And then also you're going to need some kind of cooking spray to put on the bottom, just to make sure that the noodles don't stick.
Hey, remember the motto. You offend the vegetarians, not the meat eaters.
Oh, this is not the ricotta. That's soup. Yum, kids. Can you look in there to see if you can find me the ricotta? I mean, it's good that she's recycling the container and all, but yeah. Not the greatest at the timing.
There you go.
Okay.
That's right, this is your channel, I'm your bitch.
Yeah, you're my kitchen bitch.
And professional taster.
And professional taster. I like to mix my Parmesan, the shredded Parmesan, and the ricotta together. It just makes it a little bit easier. Actually, I should have got a bigger bowl. You can also use cottage cheese too, if for some reason you don't like the ricotta.
The recipe with the cottage cheese, and I prefer yours with the ricotta better.
Okay, I'm going to start opening up our package. And this is where we'll start the process of layering all of this together. Take that off. Spaghetti is ready, our sauce is ready. I find it easier to use a measuring cup to scoop out my sauce. You have a little bit more control over where you can put your sauce. So of course you start by laying your oven baked lasagna noodles on the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to take our sauce. And it doesn't really matter what order that you do stuff in. I don't know, this is just kind of the way that I've always done it, so. And see, you pour a little bit on the bottom there. And don't freak out because the noodles will contract and expand, and that's just because of the sauce being so.
I know my noodle's expanding right now.
When isn't your noodle expanding? See what I gotta put up with. And then I put a little bit of meat on here. And try to spread it around as evenly as possible. I know it's kind of tricky. And I'm going to take some of my ricotta and parmesan mixture here that I started. Couple dabs in there, just like so.
Hey, want me to give you some channel information? If Chuck, my Hollow Point, ever offers to give you a shout out, don't do it, you'll lose subs.
Is there a story behind this?
No. Chuck's a buzzkill. At least he's not bad as that fanboy Flyers loser, Pete.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but you know, Rangers are ranked #1 overall, so suck it up.
Wow. That was vicious.
Well, you know how I am with my hockey. Now I'm putting on some mozzarella cheese.
You gonna make this for the boys when they're here?
This summer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Ben, Miguel, Rich,
Yep.
Bill, you just watch. And you're gonna have to wait.
Watch and wait. Nice. It's kind of like the kid that says, I got some ice cream and you don't. Neener, neener, neener. And then you just repeat the process again. And you make it about 3 layers deep. And also make sure at some point in time you start to preheat your oven to 350. And that will cook in the oven for a half an hour once you have all of your layers completed. Getting hungry yet?
Oh, I'm beyond hungry.
I'm just gonna put a little bit more ricotta down there. Some people just do the meat, some people just do the cheese. I preferably like both of them together. I think it's really nice when all the flavors come together because you really melts in your mouth.
Well, you know, for all those guys that left comments on your last cooking video about the wondering if it was vegetarian, that was just a showing you how to make the sauce. You're on your own on the meat, and yes, an animal dies in the making of every meal.
And you can make this without meat and just do the 3 cheese combination with the sauce.
Wow.
Because, you know, we have to do that for our other daughter who's a vegetarian.
That's true. It's unfortunate, the whole vegetarian thing, but we love her.
We love her anyway.
they weren't meant to eat animals, they wouldn't fit on a fork.
I'm not even gonna go there. It is just so the red zone. Okay. One more layer.
Remember, never let Chuck give you a shout out. Now if Mr. 45 Bullet wants to give you a shout out, maybe he can take you for a ride in that Mustang or on his, you can, maybe you can steal his Harley.
I'd take either one. For those of you that don't know, I love Harleys and Mustangs. And yes, I am a girl. I know there's nothing wrong with me.
And Bill has both of them.
No, I'm over Bills. Okay, this will be the last layer that I put on here. Pretty repetitive, but you get the point. Mozzarella. And the oven is ready, perfect timing. And I'm going to put a little additional sauce on the top of this, being that it is my top layer. And the other thing that you're going to want to do, I bought an extra package of noodles of the oven baked, but you can use regular noodles if you like. To keep it from like burning or overcooking too much on top, what you want to do is just lay some noodles across the top. Jeez, I'm sloppy. Just like so. And then about 5 minutes before your lasagna is done, pull this off the oven, take this off, kind of spruce it up with some more mozzarella cheese, put it back in the oven for 5 minutes, and let the remaining cheese melt, which should be absolutely no problem. After this is completed, we'll come back and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, just want to let you know that this is done. At the last 5 minutes, I pulled it out. I took off all of the lasagna noodles, sprinkled a little more cheese on it, as you can see, and just let that melt in the oven for a couple of minutes. So once you get it out of the oven, put it on a trivet and let it set for about 5 minutes before you cut it go, because like dinner's done and like my friends are here. So this is Ms. Bomi saying good night and good eats.